Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel Beyond the Body. Let me tell you a beautiful story. Once upon a time in a small village tucked away among rolling hills, there lived a young man named Hiro. Hiro was known throughout the village for his restless mind. He was always thinking, overthinking, analyzing, and constantly worrying about the past and the future. His thoughts never stopped, and no matter what he did, he couldn't find peace. One day, Hiro heard about a wise Zen master who lived on top of a faraway mountain. It was said that this master had discovered the secret to true inner peace and calmness. Curious and full of hope, Hiro decided to begin a journey to meet the Zen master and learn from him. After several long and tiring days of travel, Hiro finally reached the top of the mountain. There he saw the Zen master sitting silently, eyes closed in deep meditation. Hiro walked up to him and bowed with respect. "Master," he said, "I've come to you for guidance. My mind is always busy, full of noise. I want to find peace. Can you teach me how to clear my mind?" The Zen master slowly opened his eyes and gave Hiro a calm, peaceful smile. "You want to empty your mind?" he asked. "Very well, I will teach you." He then led Hiro to a small courtyard with a lovely garden. In the middle of it was a large stone basin filled to the top with water. The master picked up a ladle, dipped it into the basin, and poured the water into a smaller empty bowl. And that's where the real lesson began. But before we continue, let me ask you this. Have you ever felt like your mind is too full, like you just can't slow down your thoughts? Share your experience in the comments below. I'd love to hear how you deal with it. The Zen master looked at Hiro and gently said, "Now your task is to empty this basin. You must transfer all the water from it into the smaller bowl, without spilling even a single drop." Hiro looked at the two containers, confused. The basin was large and full, while the bowl was so small. How could he possibly fit all that water into it? Still, he accepted the challenge and began the task. For hours, Hiro scooped water from the basin and carefully poured it into the bowl. But no matter how many times he did it, the basin still looked full. His arms grew tired, his thoughts became louder, and his frustration began to rise. His mind, instead of calming down, became even more restless. The Zen master, watching from nearby, walked over and gently placed a hand on Hiro's shoulder. With a soft voice, he said, "Hiro, my dear student, you're trying so hard to empty the basin, but you've forgotten the most important step. To empty the basin, you must first empty your mind." Hiro looked at him, eyes wide with confusion. "But master," he asked, "how do I empty my mind?" The master smiled warmly. "Let go of your worries, your fears, and the things you're holding on to. Focus only on the task in front of you. Be fully present in this moment, and everything else will take care of itself." Hiro took a deep breath. He let go of his stress and stopped overthinking. Instead of rushing, he paid attention to each scoop of water. He listened to the gentle splash, felt the coolness in his hands, and stayed focused only on the now. Slowly, something shifted inside him. His thoughts began to quiet, his movements became smooth, and he entered a peaceful state of flow. As Hiro emptied his mind, the basin too began to empty. Have you ever noticed how your mind works better when you're not forcing things? Just staying calm and focused in the moment? Let me know in the comments. Then, something miraculous happened. As Hiro focused fully on the present moment, the basin seemed to respond to his calmness. With each gentle scoop, the water flowed more easily into the small bowl. Slowly but surely, the basin began to empty. There was no struggle, just smooth, peaceful movement. At last, Hiro poured the final drop of water into the small bowl. He looked up at the Zen master, his heart full of amazement and gratitude. The master smiled and said, "You see, Hiro, when you empty your mind, you allow the universe to flow through you. You become one with what you're doing, and everything begins to fall into place." In that moment, Hiro understood. He realized that peace and clarity were never far away. They had always been within him. From that day on, he carried the wisdom of the Zen master in his heart and lived with a calm mind and a peaceful soul. Have you ever discovered something powerful within yourself just by slowing down and being fully present? Share your story below. I'd love to hear it. One of the biggest myths about meditation is that your mind has to be completely quiet and blank. But trying to force silence in your head, that's kind of unrealistic. And honestly, it just gave me a headache. Especially when you're starting out, thoughts will come and go. It can feel overwhelming if you don't know what to expect. But here's a better way to think about it. The mind is like a body of water. Have you ever tried meditating and felt like you were doing it wrong? Let me know your experience in the comments. Maybe we can learn from each other. Empty your mind. The mind is a lot like a body of water. Some days it's calm and still. Other days it's full of emotional waves, small ripples, or even full-blown storms. It really just depends on what's going on in your life. But here's something powerful to remember. Even when the surface of the water is wild, deep down below, it's still. Your mind works the same way. No matter how chaotic your thoughts or emotions might feel on the surface, there's always a deeper layer of stillness within you. And if you can train yourself to drop into that space of calm awareness, you can avoid being swept away by your thoughts. This doesn't happen overnight. It comes with practice, little by little, but over time it starts to feel natural. You learn to watch your thoughts without reacting, to sit with your feelings without drowning in them, and to find peace even on the stormiest days. What helps you stay grounded when your thoughts feel overwhelming? Let me know in the comments. I'd love to hear what works for you. Have a thought mirror. In meditation, it's common to use something as a point of focus. This could be your breath, which is the most popular choice, or it could be a sound, a body sensation, or even your thoughts themselves. There's a concept called a thought mirror. Imagine your mind as a mirror. A mirror doesn't change what it reflects. It doesn't grab it, judge it, or push it away. It simply shows what's in front of it, exactly as it is. The same goes for your thoughts. In meditation, when a thought comes up, the goal isn't to fight it or hold on to it. Just let it be. Watch it, acknowledge it, and then let it pass. Like a mirror, stay neutral. See it for what it truly is, a passing thought in the vast sea of your awareness. If your mind were a mirror, what kind of thoughts would you notice most often? Share your reflections in the comments. It's a powerful way to become more self-aware. Keep leveling up. There will be times when you feel stressed, anxious, or frustrated. Maybe it's about a job promotion, a COVID lockdown, or even just worrying about what someone thinks of you. When these thought events show up, the key is not to fight them or feed into them. Just notice them. Let them rise and then let them fall. The same goes for the next thought. It will come and then it will go. What really throws us off is when we start judging those thoughts or resisting them. That's when we get stuck, blaming ourselves, imagining consequences, creating stories in our minds. Suddenly, you're having a whole conversation with yourself over something that was just a passing thought. Stop. Don't overthink or entertain every idea your mind throws at you. Just see it as what it is, a thought, not the truth. And remember, like everything in mindfulness, this takes practice. You don't need to start with deep emotional issues or complicated worries. Start small. You might be sitting in meditation, focusing on your breath, and suddenly your mind is off at the supermarket, planning dinner. That's okay. The important thing is, you noticed. Gently bring your attention back to your breath. A few seconds later, it'll drift again. And again, you bring it back. It's like lifting a weight. At first, it feels heavy, but with each rep, your muscles grow stronger. In this case, your muscle is your mind. And the more you practice, the more you train it to stay calm and focused. So don't get discouraged. No matter how many times your mind wanders, just keep showing up. The mind is trainable. It can be tamed. You just have to stick with it. Those are my thoughts on managing a restless mind and building a deeper sense of awareness through mindfulness. Thanks so much for watching. What's one small way you could start training your mind today? Drop your ideas or experiences in the comments. I'd love to hear how you're leveling up too.